Hey, I've got another Bible study tip for you. This one we're just going to call prescriptive versus descriptive. Prescriptive means what is prescribed, essentially commanded or exhorted in the Bible, and descriptive is what you're actually reading. The reason why this is so important is because the Bible is a historical book, whether you believe in it religiously or not. And a fun fact about the Bible is many major historians, when they go back through history to do their research, use the Bible as basically a staple, as a place to find their place in history. That's how reliable the book is. However, the Bible itself records history, warts and all. That is, it doesn't hide it. It doesn't only present the stuff that seems positive, but it actually records all of history. All of history, mainly concerning the Jewish nation, of course, and other nations surrounding them during that time. So what happens is people come to the Bible and one example I hear a lot about and why this is so important is they'll say, look, there are so many men in the Old Testament that had multiple wives. Clearly it was fine. Maybe adultery in the Bible isn't what we think it is. Yet when you come to the actual commandment, it clearly says you shall not commit adultery. This is Exodus chapter 20. You also see it in Deuteronomy 5. So what they try to do is they're looking at the descriptive portion of Scripture, not the prescriptive. This is an actual prescription. This is God's command saying you shall not commit adultery. So what they do is they'll say, well, there's so many people that are doing it, clearly God must be fine with it. And again, that's why this rule is so important, this study tip, because again, the Bible records people doing what people do. There's a lot of sins. And you always want to start with what is prescribed, what is commanded. You don't always want to go off of the example. Yes, the Bible is written for many reasons, one of which is for our examples for us to learn from. But if you look at one example people bring up is Abraham. He took, Haggai and had a child with her. And they say, well, Sarah said it was fine, and Sarah gave it to her, but God didn't. See, you're looking at the descriptive part of that, where you're seeing what is described in Scripture, but God himself does not prescribe, nor is he okay with adultery. The biggest reason why this study tip will help you out so much is it will keep you from basing your doctrine, your beliefs, off of something that people are doing that may be against the commandment of God. The first thing you want to do is you actually want to see if there is a command against it, like we just did. And from then on, when you see people doing it in the Bible, you have to remember it is recording history. I hope this study tip helps you. Share this if it impacted you, and more to come.